Alright. Problem number 5 from your homework today. We're going to get rid of Q's, R's, and S's first. I think I'll go ahead and get rid of S's in both problems, or in the two problems I'm going to do. So I'm going to first rewrite this equation. And I have 6Q minus R plus 2S equals 8. And I'm going to take this equation times 2. And then we'll get rid of my S's, hopefully. And I'll have, when I multiply, let's do it in green, I think. I'll have 4Q plus 6R minus 2S equals negative 18. Now I add those together, giving me 10Q plus 5R. Now my S's have disappeared, equals negative 10. So that's one of my equations that I've created with only two variables, Q and R, in it. Next, I'm going to take my red equation that I have here. I'm going to rewrite it as 4Q plus 2R plus 5S equals 1. That's equation number 3. And I'm going to multiply it, or rather add it to equation 2. But this time I'm going to take equation 2 times a 5. So that's 10Q plus 15R minus 5S equals negative 45. And I'm going to add those two together, giving me 14Q plus 17R. My S's disappear, equals negative 44. So that's my next equation. So now we've got these two equations. Let's go ahead and put them underneath each other. There we go. And we're going to solve that system of equations. Okay. Now this system only has two variables in it, and I can either get rid of Q's or R's, and in this case I think I will get rid of the R's. And to do that, I'll take the top equation times a 17, and the bottom equation times a negative 5. And by doing that, the R's will disappear. So here comes that top equation. I take 17 times 10Q and I get 170Q. I take 17 times 5R, I get 85R. I take 17 times negative 10, I get negative 170. The second equation, I take negative 5 times 14, and that gives me negative 70Q. Take negative 5 times 17, I get negative 85R, which is what I wanted. I take negative 5 times 44, and I get positive 220. And when I add those two together, so that's these two up here rewritten, I end up with 100Q equals 50. Dividing by 100, I get 50 over 100, and I find out Q is equal to a half. Alright, we're almost there. We got 1/3 of it done. We know what Q is now. Now, once we know what Q is, we're just going to take that and run it up into one of these equations in the red boxes. I'm going to run it into the 14Q one, so I go 14Q is now a half because we just solved for that, plus 17R equals negative 44. So that's 7 plus 17R equals negative 44. 17R equals negative 51 divided by 17. R is negative 3. So now I've got two coordinates of that point. Now I need to find that third value, the S value. To find S. I'm going to take my R and my Q and plug them into, let's go into the green equation at the very beginning, way up here. I go 2 times Q, but Q is now a half, plus 3 times R, but R is now negative 3, minus S equals negative 9. If you read all that, I'm running out of room here, but we'll simplify all those. 2 times a half is 1, 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, minus S equals negative 9. It's negative 8 minus S equals negative 9. So negative S, adding 8 to both sides, is negative 1. And so, coming back over here, S is 1. So these 3 planes cross, and it's really hard to tell what's X, Y, and Z, but we'll call it QRS. At Q of a half, R of negative 3, and S of 1. And there is our answer.